Well, good morning. It is Friday the 12th, and the microphone may be able to pick up music across the village. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, but it's never too early for a party in Thailand. And what are they partying about this time? Well, it's Songkran. Well, at least it is tomorrow. So tomorrow, it's Swadhi Pimai. Happy New Year. Now then, I've got some mealworms to feed the birds. We are, the Thai Meteorological Office has issued a severe weather warning. They are expecting a huge tropical storm over northern Thailand. Look at all those little olives forming. A huge tropical storm. So I say, bring it on. Absolutely. We want the tropical storm. We've had two, but it takes about 4 or 5 to take down the pollution, and then we should be clear weather all the way to the next time they start burning next year. Now then, look at these lovely mangoes forming. Lovely mangoes. We must have about 8 or 9 different varieties in the garden of mangoes. The lawn's got tinges of green, but it's still quite dry. And here we've got a stand of bananas. Look how cracked the ground is. That's going to take a fortnight of rain to replump that up. And up there we've got a large bunch of bananas. More fruit, coconuts, more mangoes, tamarinds, and a little pineapple. Pineapple. It's forming up there. Now I was thinking last night. About what is and what isn't important. Now then, if you were to ask 100 people what's important, it isn't mulberries. They are important, but look at all these. Oh my word. All those mulberries. I might stake that. See, them birds are chirping in. What's important to the birds? Some papayas. And loads of tomatoes. The tomatoes are pretty much at an end. They're pretty much at an end. The garden's getting ready for a good overall. Pulling all the weeds out and getting all the weeds in the compost bins, the green and the brown. This is, I don't know if you can see these or not, these are like a plum. Can you see these? There's a couple of different varieties of these. This one is quite bitter. The Thai said this one's good for when you're drinking beer. I said, that's a load of cobblers. I think it's all good for when you're drinking beer. Listen, them birds are giving it rice. And these compost bins have shrunk right down. Right down. And all these, look at all these Jamaican cherries. Oh, the birds are gonna love them. And the chipmunks. And loads more mulberries. This is a new compost bin I've started, that's doing well. Is it the workshop that's important? Well, no. Not in the scheme of things. I mean, look how untidy this half is. I'm looking forward to trying getting this sorted out, but it's been so hot. It really has been hot. Now this barrel here, look at that. Oh, don't smell good. Now that, hello Mr. Robin, that is a half bag of cow waste from the farm with some treacle, black molasses and different things, and that's fermenting, and over this next month that will make tremendous fertilizer for the orchard when we plant the trees out. Now then, here's my little Asian fig tree, and look at all, look at these tiny little fruits, and oh no, that doesn't belong to it. That doesn't belong to it at all. But these do. These are little figs. Oh, it's got loads on this year. But no, it isn't the figs that's important. These long things on the ground here are seed pods from the golden rain tree, which is there, which has got those beautiful yellow flowers on. We had one on the turnaround on the driveway. We took it down. It litters the ground, something awful. Hey up, I'm going to have to fix this, because I wanted to let the sun at that black currant, and it's not the black currant that's important. So, if we were to ask, let's not get giddy and say 100, if we were to ask 10 people what's important, what do you think the 10 things would be? Well, a number of people would instantly say brass, money. Have enough money behind you. But that's not over important, is it? It's handy, it's lovely, but it's not over important. Health is probably one of the most important things. Your health, or the health of your loved ones, your family, your friends. A little flock of pigeons taking off. May butchered this bougainvillea right down to nothing. That's equivalent to somebody cutting you off at the ankles. Back it's come. You know, since the very first time I went to Spain, back when I was probably in my mid-20s, I wanted a garden with bougainvillea, and we've had loads of different colours, and we've cut it all down. It's a pain in the ass. Hey up, I'll have that. That's a lovely ripe papaya, and I'll come and harvest that and give it to the birds. I enjoy that. I'll have that later on this morning. So, I think it will be health, will be the important thing, and well-being. Now then, again, May's veggie garden is still plodding on, but it's at the end. It's quite spent, realistically. Right, look at this beautiful plum tomatoes. And some little cherries and oh my word, that one's gone over the top. Should have harvested that a couple of days ago. But these are lovely. We'll have those. Let's give the fish some food, shall we? Now the fish reckon what's important to them is getting their jackbit in the morning, and they don't have like these mealworms. Put the pump on. And we'll give them a bit of fish food. That's where I left the mealworms yesterday. I wonder I couldn't find them. So, broccoli, May's harvested that broccoli. This is a little fruit. I don't know what it is. Grows on the vine. The seeds. Look at this corn or maize growing here. That's going to be good. Nature, that's been through the cattle, not been digested. They've passed it out at the other end. It's come here as manure. May's put it on to feed her garden, and it's grown. Nature, absolutely fantastic, isn't it? So, are we agreed it's health? Health is important. Oh dear, the ant's nest seems to have bit the dust. Oh well, they'll make another one somewhere else. This is another mango tree, different variety. My word, it's hot. This is a tremendous little flower on this tree, and it must secrete a sugary sweet sap right down Hang up, got a little red ant right down that trumpet, and there's this tiny bee that seems to congregate on it and go down the trumpet in nature's way of pollinating. I had a phone call yesterday to a subscriber, Tony, and Tony was asking about buying silver here. I've got quite a bit of silver, but as I said, silver isn't, well, my gold and silver wasn't bought for investments. I mean, my gold, I bought it at about 18,000 Thai baht per baht weight, which is a half an ounce, thereabouts. And it's now well over 40. A reasonable investment over the years, but I bought it as wealth preservation. Silver is manipulated and held down by the powers that be, and they manipulate it and hold it down with paper silver, which is an absolute obscene situation where you can get a worthless bit of paper that they introduce it onto the market and fools buy it. So I own silver. You don't. You own paper. And if it hits the fan and you want to claim it from the bank where you bought it from, fool, then you're going to have to be one of the early ones in the queue, otherwise you go, oh, we've none left. We had a ton of silver, but just like fractional reserve lending, we was allowed to sell it 1,000 times over. So they sold 1,000 tons, so 999 would be disappointed. So you can, in the north of Thailand, you can buy silver from the goldsmiths. It comes in ingots, and you can buy lumps of gold from half a baht to 10 baht or whatever you want. 10 baht with about 5 ounces. 5 ounces at current prices would probably cost you, what is it now? Well, about $12,000, I would think. So, last night yesterday afternoon I made some spare ribs. I made barbecue spare ribs and salt and pepper spare ribs. And the little boy, who is very important, children are important. The little boy, I gave him one, he wasn't letting it go till he'd eaten every bit of it. I took a video with my phone, so I'll put it on. He's a rascal. So I think it's health, but also it's I think real wealth is health and happiness, and being in charge of your own life, being able to grow some food and look after yourself, and etc. So there you go. We'll see you later. Bye bye for now.